Two men, both seriously ill, occupied the same small hospital room. One man was allowed to sit up in his bed for an hour each afternoon to help drain fluid from his lungs. His bed was next to the room's only window. The other man had to spend all his time flat on his back. The two roommates talked for hours on end. They spoke of their wives and families, their homes, their jobs, and where they had been on vacation. Every afternoon, when the man in the bed next to the window could sit up, he would pass the time by describing to his roommate all the things he could see outside the window. The man in the other bed began to live for those 1 hour periods where his world would be broadened and enlivened by all the activity and color of the world outside. The window overlooked a lovely park with a lake, the man said. Ducks and swans played on the water while children sailed their model boats. As the man by the window described all this in exquisite detail, the man on the other side of the room would close his eyes and imagine the picturesque scene. Days and weeks passed. One afternoon, the thought struck the man who couldn't see out. Why should he have all the pleasure of seeing everything while I have nothing? He felt ashamed at first, but slowly, the envy turned into resentment. He began to grow sullen and had trouble sleeping. One morning, the day nurse arrived to find the man by the window had passed away peacefully in his sleep. After the body was removed, the second man asked if he could be moved next to the window. The nurse was happy to make the switch, slowly, painfully. He propped himself up on one elbow to take his first look at the real world outside. He strained to slowly turn to look out the window besides the bed. It faced a blank brick wall. The man asked the nurse what could have possessed his deceased roommate who had described such wonderful things outside this window. The nurse responded that the man was actually completely blind and could not even see the wall. She said, "Perhaps he just wanted to encourage you." The moral happiness is a choice, not a circumstance. There is tremendous happiness in making others happy despite our own situations.